probably one of the collection videos, probably like 19 million views, something like
Wow.
that, where we just walk up to the machine, um, it's like a 15-second clip, just open the machine, pull the stack out, and then it kind of went from there. So realizing where your business can fit in and giving that, you can always, when you get a huge following, kind of change it up a little bit, but kind of focus on what they want.
Welcome back to Business Talk, the TikTok marketing podcast for business owners and entrepreneurs who want real strategies to generate leads and sales directly from TikTok. I'm your host, Austin Armstrong, and I'll be interviewing real business owners from every industry that are leveraging TikTok to grow their business. You can connect with me on TikTok at Socialty Pro. Let's jump into it. Today's guest is Adam Hill with Hill Vending. Adam owns and operates 100 snack and drink vending machines in Tampa Bay, Florida. He chronicles everything that you would want to know about the vending machine industry and is now helping other people get started building their vending machine empires with his more than 500,000 TikTok followers. Adam, thank you so much for joining me today, brother.
Absolutely. Glad to be here.
So I think it's safe to say you wouldn't inherently think that a TikTok channel about vending machines would be as successful as you've been. Did you think it was going to be a hit when you first got started?
I wasn't sure, a little bit. I've been doing vending machines, the business side, for about 8 years now. And just with when COVID hit and everything, and trying to, generate some income and look for some different avenues when business was shut down, I hopped on Instagram. The growth was kind of slow there. So big fan of the Gary V mentality. He was telling everybody get on there and just post it. Don't worry about what you're posting. It doesn't matter. Go. So, but yeah, struck a nerve with people. I think the interest in seeing money, the visual of it out of a machine. I think there's a couple, 2-3 million vending machines in America alone. And, everyone sees them, everyone knows, but they don't really understand the business kind of behind it. So maybe that's struck a nerve too, and people just kind of caught on and liked what they saw. So yeah.
Congratulations on all your success and seeing your continued success. We've been connected for a little while, and it's been awesome to see you blow up, man. It's just awesome. Yeah. So when you first got started on TikTok, tell me about those early days when you were first starting to create content. Was it immediate hit, or did it kind of take a little bit to get the ball rolling?
I think it took a little bit. I mean, I'm not, the reason I do like TikTok is I'm not a big editor. I mean, you can see my backdrop compared to yours, like you got it dialed in. I'm kind of just, you can use the app, make the video, put a tag, put a little sound on it, post it, and move on. So that's what kind of I liked about it. And then you can post that on Instagram, you can post it everywhere. And so starting out, it was, testing different stuff. And like I said, when people see the money, they see that aspect of it, they kind of got interested. So it kind of grew from there. But yeah, definitely like the user-friendly aspect of making the TikTok, which kept me on there.
Yeah, I think that authenticity is a big part of it too, right? Like it doesn't need to be as highly polished as Instagram with a million filters on it and whatnot. You can just go in with a raw, amazing message that resonates with people and potentially reach millions of people.
Right. Exactly. And I think people probably looking for that more than they've seen enough ads and, okay, what's the new crypto or new this, new that. And so, yeah, obviously it's, people like watching it, and people comment and, reach out to me through Instagram, through TikTok, asking questions. How do I get started? How do I do this? So, and it's nice because someone can get started with one machine, two machines, and, make their house payment or make a car payment. So it's the barrier to entry is low, and mostly anyone can do it, male, woman. I've seen 65-year-old women do it. So it's not like it just fits in this one category.
Mm-hmm. Now, can you tell me do you remember the first video that really took off for you?
I probably one of the collection videos, probably like 19 million views, something like that, where we just walk up to the machine, it's like a 15-second clip, just open the machine, pull the stack out, and then it kind of went from there. So yeah, that was probably one of them. Yeah, that took off.
Yeah, I've noticed that the like, how much money do you think is in this stack? videos you do fairly often increases engagement, and they seem to do pretty well. Is that a part of your strategy? Is just you found out pretty early on that those collection videos counting the money works really well from a broad level?
Well, kind of, because when you go to YouTube, right? I think YouTube subscriber is probably right the most valuable subscriber, right? So when I go on YouTube and I look at vending and I see what those people are doing, but my channel's not kind of there, and it needs more YouTube, kind of the polishing aspect of the vlog style. Collection videos do well on YouTube. There's a lot of opportunity there, but this was just kind of a way to do it on the TikTok format where no one was kind of doing it, and see if that took off as well as it did on YouTube. So
Yeah, that blue ocean, if you will, is so useful because while YouTube and Instagram and Facebook are highly saturated platforms, there's so much opportunity on TikTok for basically every industry to thrive right now because there is no saturation, or there's very little. It's
right.
getting more and more adopted from every angle, but I'm sure there's maybe a couple other people that are doing vending machine stuff right now, but not many, not as
Right.
many as YouTube, right?
Right, exactly. And then just to cite my neighbor down the street, he has a floor cleaning company here in the county, and he's got 8 trucks. He does this, washes rugs, and I kept telling him, "Hey, you got to get on TikTok. People want to see, what you're doing, and they want to see inside look behind it." And now I think he's got 40,000 on YouTube and over 500,000 on TikTok too. So you just never know what people want, and you just have to put it out there and see what happens.
Yeah, so good. I mean, you do a fantastic job at storytelling as well in your content, which is really important for bringing people along that journey, holding their attention, but also empowering people to think that they can do this themselves as well. I'm curious about how you're actually creating the content. I know you're filming stuff on when you're out in the field. How are you like storyboarding, or what does your process look like when like today I need to film some videos? Can you take us through like how you're capturing each shot and go into the editing side of things a little bit?
Yeah, I wish I had a great answer for that. But like I said, and this is just, I guess, more towards the authentic, but I've got, like today, service calls here, service calls there. So to get, I would just get overwhelmed, which, well, I'd love to do it. I'd love to, spend the time and do that. But my basic mentality, like YouTube, I've started just go live, just connect, get the video out there, start improving, the way you're speaking, is find out the pain points, and don't put the barrier of editing in your way. Because, being perfectionist, you can be a perfectionist and try to do this or that. But no, as far as I want to get this amount of videos this week, I don't really have a planned out
hmm
strategy like that.
No, fair enough. On a daily or weekly basis, how often are you posting?
Well, something that I do is if I'm in a situation that I know it's going to have good content, is I'll make 4 or 5 videos, save them as a draft, and then I can post them maybe the next day. Or so that does kind of alleviate some of that pressure to post all of it right when you do it. So I can go back and then add the titles or whatever, but get in the moment, the collection, because you don't want to be hanging around these businesses just waving around money. So but yeah, and then average amount of videos, I try to do a few videos on YouTube a week, and then TikTok is just as it comes, probably 5 to 10 a week, something like that.
hmm That's great. And are you recording the content in the TikTok app or outside of it and then
Inside.
posting inside? Yeah.
And
I found it.
I'm so basic that I know you can go to Snaptick and take the watermark off the TikTok. I download it and just instantly post it to Instagram Reels.
Mhm.
And one of those videos, one of those is at 12 million on Instagram, because
Wow.
that's where the reels are taken off. So that just goes to show, like, yeah, we can put all these, the watermark and all this stuff. And there's something to that for sure. I'm not the best at this, but I'd rather get content out there and then worry about the back end later.
I hear you. If it ain't broke, don't fix it, right?
Right. Exactly.
It's working for you right now. So that's awesome, brother. So let's kind of pivot into the business side of things a little bit. I know you got a couple things going on as far as like you have a full funnel built out, a free opt-in, and you're selling a couple things. Can you tell us about all of those offerings first?
Yeah. Well, basically, a few years ago, when I was just posting stuff on Instagram, people would send me messages, DM, and same on TikTok, commenting, "How do I get started? What are This is pretty much the same 10 questions, right? Come up. How do I get a location? How much does a machine cost? X, Y, and Z." So I figured, why don't I put together, a program that can show people how to do this, and instead of responding to each one individually, you can go through this program and basically replicate what I do. So it's the first part of it is just a free 4 keys to success. You put in your email and you get a PDF download, and then I do have a like a 20-page ebook that's $10, but it comes with a 10-minute call with me. So if you have a specific question about this machine or that machine, I just had two earlier this morning. People, do I do an LLC or how do I? So I'll answer on that call, with the main goal of that call, obviously to answer their question, but then also kind of show them the value of the full program and why you're going to need ongoing support in the private Facebook group. You're going to need some more assistance as you go. But and some people want that, or some people want to try it on their own. So it's just whatever strategy they want.
That's great. I want to dive a little deeper into each stage of that funnel so that people can really clearly understand how to set this up. So let's start with the email opt-in. Where are you? Is that hosted on your website? How are you capturing emails? And tell me about that automation process.
Right. So I joined. I have a website, hillvending.com. And then on that website is where the free download, hillvending.com/start. You'll go there, you'll get the free download. I think it's Active Campaign is okay. And then you'll get the PDF, and then you get, on the checkout page, the offer to buy the ebook. And if they don't, then it goes to an email sequence of the follow-up on that end.
Mm-hmm.
What was it exactly? Which?
No, that was great. And what does your email sequence look like? So how many emails are you sending them?
So, and then each stage. So then some people get the free download, and then they'll, at the checkout page, you'll see that, and then they'll buy the book and book the call, and then it'll give them a 3 email sequence. I believe it's over a couple weeks of,
Nice.
The full course, and then wherever they drop off, it'll kind of pick them up there. So
That's awesome. You have a totally automated funnel, which is so helpful for capturing leads and selling whatever it is that you're selling through TikTok, right? Because not everybody that comes through the platform is going to be a one-time sell. And I've had some people on the podcast already that they're not doing any sort of thing like that. They're just hard selling like from TikTok there. But I think this is such a brilliant way to warm additional leads up, because not many people are going to buy the first time, right? Even if they're a fan of your TikTok channel and have been watching for a while, it still is going to take some time to convert some of these people. They're just at different stages in the buyer's journey,
right.
if you will. So tell me about the next step. You tell me about this ebook.
Yeah. So it's a PDF download as well. I think a $9, $10 ebook.
Mm-hmm.
Same thing, you get it in your inbox, and it kind of fleshes out. So the 4 keys of vending is the PDF, one page, and then it kind of goes obviously deeper into, okay, well, which locations, which machines, it just puts the puzzle together, more clearly. And that is, that's there. And then if they want to take the next step, then it would be the course. So.
And tell me about the course. How long is it? How long does it take people to typically go through it?
So the course is hosted on Teachable. I have that on Teachable. It's 80 plus videos, and it just takes you through different modules, from whether you want one machine or 100 machines, the financial setup of it, which machines, which locations, how to buy locations, what are some common repairs, what do you put in your machine? Covers basically everything you'd need to know about getting started and succeeding. Comes with the contract we use, the marketing brochure we use to get accounts, all the templates, all the forms is included that they can, from Teachable, download. And I just added this year the private kind of Facebook group element to it, because I was including access to me for a while, and then obviously you want to be able to scale that to where I can't take 100 phone calls,
Mhm.
which it's not at that point, but if it does, the Facebook group could kind of funnel those questions into a community. So
Yeah, you might have to hire an intern or a sales associate to handle some of those for you.
right, exactly. Yeah. But
That's
basically the main idea that I was thinking, and I could be wrong, is with the free download too, is now I started from a zero email list to, maybe 1,500 now. And now if I do a live event, right, say I'm in my warehouse here where I have machines, I can email them, hey, I'm doing this seminar here. You can come, it's X money. If something new comes up, I can reach out to them and communicate to them instead of just going through TikTok or going through that process.
Yeah, that's so important, right? Because, all of these social media platforms are rented land, if you will. TikTok could go away, your account could get banned, they could, slap you with a policy violation, whatever, right? All of these things are completely out of our control. So it's so important to capture their information on your terms that you 100% own, and then you can remarket to them and talk to them and communicate to them on your own level. So bravo for doing that. That's incredible. As most people are not actively doing that and think, no, this will be around forever.
Yeah, right. Yeah, no, I'm sure. Yeah, that was the kind of the mentality on that. So hopefully that continues to grow as it's doing.
Yeah. So I'm going to put you here on the spot a little bit, since this is a tactical business podcast and people want to know that actual real money and leads and sales can be generated from this. How much would you say that you're generating from a monthly basis, specifically from TikTok?
So yeah, most of my leads do come from TikTok, even though YouTube, people see longer form on there, but because I have on the free form on the free PDF, how did you hear about us? And so I can see, TikTok is the number one that people are even getting interested in it. So what was it, the monthly kind of?
Yeah, how much are you generating on a monthly basis from TikTok?
I'd say since January, probably 3 to 4 thousand a month from the ebooks and the courses and all that. So yeah, it's
That's
been,
amazing, man.
obviously looking to grow that and help more people. And um, it's good to be able to keep people from losing. I was talking to a person who got into the course and they were in California and they were about to buy $186,000 vending route. That's something you can do if someone owns a route and then they want to sell it. And half of the machines that they're about to buy weren't even credit card capable, meaning like
Wow.
you're in 2022 and you can't even, nowadays people are paying Apple Pay.
Right.
They want to swipe a card. So they would have lost tens of thousands of dollars having to upgrade those machines. And, that's what makes me feel good, is that I'm actually, even if they take the program and they're not making a ton of money, they're not going to they're not going to lose the money buying the wrong machines and making those mistakes that you don't need to go through.
Yeah. That's amazing. And congratulations on all the success that you've had from generating revenue from TikTok. I mean, that's just fantastic, brother. Anything that you're working on next to continue to build on what you have going on?
So yeah, I'm just trying to get the pages kind of dialed in, right? Because you can always work on the messaging. There's a reason why we're getting so many emails, and then the ebook, and then the course. So tweaking the messaging, tweaking who I'm speaking to. A big shift kind of with that I made on TikTok too is, it seems kind of simple, but you need to put the call to action in there at the end. So you can post some about, just day to day what you're doing, but also, telling people, hey, hillvending.com/start, grab the guide, get started. So showing them where to go is a big thing. But really this year, trying to figure out the best marketing message. And I believe most of my message was, a big realization I had was most of my messaging was towards people who kind of already knew about vending or
Mhm.
were in the business. But there's, like I said, that blue ocean of people who don't even understand that it's an opportunity. They don't even understand. So speaking to the single mom who wants to have a couple machines, or speaking to the dad who's working full time, but he wants to do something with his kids, so the
Mhm.
family business stuff that I wasn't even aware that, oh, that makes sense, because this is a family business here. I have my dad, brother-in-law. So that is, something that you can always learn and realize who actually needs this product, and it's sometimes different than what you start out thinking.
That's so good. What advice would you give to a business owner or entrepreneur that wants to get started on TikTok, or maybe they're on TikTok, they recognize that they need to be, but they've just had terrible success. They haven't had any successful growth right now. Where would you suggest people begin, and how can they grow?
Obviously depending on what they're doing, but if you're posting, you have to post more. That's, I mean, I guess number one. If you're posting 30 videos, one video a day, but then certain ones are getting even a few hundred more views, I would kind of look to that area and say, okay, well, this is where interest lies. Read your comments. What are people saying? If you're in I'll use my friend who has the shout out True Clean Rug Care. He has that, and what people want from him. He doesn't do the courses and all the affiliate links. The ASMR kind of deal, I guess, where they're washing rugs. People absolutely love that. And that's where he's, okay, well, I'm going to focus on this. I'm not going to jam down my agenda of what I think they want. This is what they want. And that's how he's grown over 500,000 on TikTok too. So kind of realizing where your business can fit in, and giving that, you can always, when you get a huge following, kind of change it up a little bit, but kind of focus on what they want.
That's so good, brother. This was awesome. Great insight, very tactical, step-by-step things that individuals, entrepreneurs, business owners can apply for their business to capture leads, grow on TikTok, and generate more sales. How can people learn more from you if they want to get connected with Hill Vending on social or check out any of your offers? Where would you like to send them?
Yeah, it's just Hill Vending, hillvending.com, Hill Vending on YouTube, TikTok, Instagram. So feel free to reach out, send me a message on Instagram or wherever you find. And if you're interested in, for your business, if you have a business or want to get started in a business, that would be the easiest way, is hillvending.com/start. Grab that free download, see if that makes sense to you. If you want to work one-on-one, obviously we have the full course that you can get and get started. So hopefully see some people coming on here.
Fantastic. And I'll have all of those links in the show notes and description of this episode. Adam, thank you so much again, man. It was a pleasure.
Awesome. Appreciate it.